The European Union has condemned Russia's sentencing of a Falun Gong practitioner to 4 years in prison, calling it a violation of international human rights law. The case comes amid an escalating crackdown on the spiritual practice in Russia, drawing sharp criticism from both Europe and the United States. The EU delegation to Russia has denounced the July 23rd sentencing of Natalia Minenkova, a 47-year-old deputy manager at a dental equipment supplier in Moscow and a longtime Falun Gong practitioner. She was arrested in May 2024, just before President Vladimir Putin's visit to Beijing to meet CCP leader Xi Jinping. Her conviction coincided with the 26th anniversary of the CCP's persecution of Falun Gong. EU Counselor and spokesperson Jocelyn Goitom said Brussels is closely monitoring the case, condemning all forms of discrimination, hostility, and violence against individuals because of their religion or beliefs. He stressed that using legislation to target or criminalize people for exercising their right to freedom of religion or belief is alarming and violates international human rights law. Russian authorities charged Minenkova under a 2015 criminal law that criminalizes participation in so-called undesirable organizations. Rights groups say this law has become a tool to suppress religious minorities. Since March 2024, at least 7 other Falun Gong practitioners in Russia have been prosecuted or detained under the same statute. In June 2025, Russian citizen Zhu Yun received a 3-year prison sentence. In November 2024, Oksana Shchetkina from Pyatigorsk was sentenced to 2 years for alleged ties to Friends of Falun Gong, a group banned by Russian courts. During her trial, Minenkova told the court, "We are simply telling the truth about the persecution of Falun Gong, and the Chinese Communist Party fears that. Now it reaches into Russia using Johan's investigators, prosecutors, FSB officers to do its dirty work." The day after her sentencing, the U.S. State Department and the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom condemned the verdict and the broader crackdown. The EU says it will formally protest to Russian authorities and continue to raise these cases.